All right, welcome everyone. Namaste. I'm very excited to be here with you. This is Akasha, and this is our Bliss Life show. I guess we're calling it now. It's my podcast, but we're posting on YouTube now for many months, and it's exciting to be able to share more visually. I love visuals. I love color and things, obviously. And so today we're going to do the moon, the full moon activation. And this is a really magical moon. So we were just talking before I started the recording about the energies, how we've been feeling them for several days now. And this particular moon is called the corn moon. And it's interesting, these moons, a lot of these moons were named by farmers, but a lot of them still keep the Native American, South and North Americans keep their names. And so this name comes particularly from them. And it is, hang on a second here. There we go. Why did that make the screen blank? Huh. There we go. Okay. They've changed Zoom and all the rules and stuff for it nowadays. So often this is called the harvest moon for obvious reasons. It's the time of the year that the northern hemisphere reaps the abundance and the bounty of the harvest, and then we start to have these, the cornucopia, the corn of plenty, these ideas that because when you harvest all of the fruits of your labors. And so we're going to be pulling from that idea, but because this moon is so early in the month that it's called the corn moon. And that comes from the Native Americans. And corn was absolutely sacred, not just vital as a food, or a source of nourishment, but they considered it sacred. And they considered, the Mayans, even the Maya, even believed their origination tale for humans story was that we came from the corn. The corn is mother, and many people consider it a symbol of Mother Earth or Gaia, and therefore abundance, because all of our food comes from Gaia and our body comes from Gaia. And so we're on this ascension path with Gaia, and our bodies are vital to us. They're vital because they're our vehicle of expression. They allow us to be here on Gaia in this moment, in the physical. And it isn't a punishment, it's an honor. It is a struggle and it is painful, but it doesn't have to be from your energetic perspective. I want to be careful that we don't get entrapped in what I call the new age. New age is wonderful, and I was wide open, blossoming and learning everything I could during the new age. And new age music and philosophies and teachings are wonderful. The thing is that we've matured. We've matured past going from almost unconscious that there are other subtle realms and energies, in fact, more life outside of form, this 3D world, than within it. And yet it's taken these stages of evolution as a form, a being in form, whether you're Gaia, whether you're, a beautiful crystal piece of Gaia, a stone, whether you're a human or a jaguar or a dolphin, and everything, trees, clouds, it's all source energy because we're all the same energy. And when you study energy, and I've gone both scientifically and medically, as well as spiritually and metaphysically, deep into the idea of energy. And the beauty is that we are one. We're connected, like we're all part of the same carpet. You might be way over there in that corner, and I might be way over there in that corner, and I don't know who you are, but we're all part of the carpet. And so we're all part of the carpet of reality. Corn represented the seed, right? Those kernels, those golden yellow, that God gold color, that source life force sun color. That not only gave them food and grain and but husks to create things out of. You've seen dolls as tamales, and all of the ideas that come from that is that we grow from Gaia, and we have within us the seed of potential. So an ear of corn is essentially this abundant representation, because it's filled, it's all it is, are seeds, just seeds and seeds and seeds. And so this idea came to create the beautiful corn maiden. And I used to have an incredible, I was just wondering where it was last year. When I lived in New Mexico, I got this Hopi tribe Kachina carving, wood carving about that tall. She was very slender, of corn maiden. And almost all tribes in all parts of the Americas have corn maiden as part of their philosophy, as part of their life, because they believe that things are alive and have representations. And so do I. So as you awaken your senses, and the full moon is the perfect time for us to awaken our senses and to pull that illumination in. And then we're going to have an incredible corn moon, because this is a very watery, if you're an astrology person, I believe it's a Pisces moon, and so it's very dreamy and very fluid. So we're talking about water energy as well. And that dreaminess, as I've been connecting to the moon on the roof and in different places, last night on the beach and out here on the balcony, I been communicating really deeply with her for a few days. And there's a mystical and magical energy right now that really represents this space we're in, this in-between world we're in, right? We're having a breakdown and we got to go, yes. And like Miten said, Deva Premal's partner that I interviewed in the spring, was an amazing interview. I highly recommend it. Go check it out on YouTube. He said, somebody said it to him, he didn't know who, but he goes, I really like it. Don't waste a good crisis. And this is true in your life. It's true in what's happening on the planet. It doesn't matter at what level of existence that we're becoming aware, right, of what's happening. What matters is that we are becoming aware that if there's eruptions in the planet, like lava or hurricanes, there's going to be that same energy in other things, maybe in plants or animals, in the water, maybe in you, maybe in your emotions, maybe in your thoughts. So that breakdown, and all my clients and students will tell you that I'm a firm believer that a breakdown is as good as a breakthrough. In fact, one is one side of the coin from the other. When you have a breakdown, you are now ready for a breakthrough. When you want to break through, but you hold on to what is and don't want anything to change, but you want to change. I want more money. I want a better body. I want a better love. I want this. I want this. I want this. And I want that. And I want all these things to change in my life, but I don't want to upset anybody. And I don't want to change my habits. And I don't want to change my schedule. And I don't want to have to do this. And I don't want to have to do that. And then we wonder why we struggle, why we're like, bah, 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 because we're hanging on and the flow is trying to take us down the stream. Instead, we're being beaten against the rocks in the water. And so there's such deep lack of trust in our consciousness because we've had over 400 years, like way longer than that, of this oppressive energy. I'll tell you what to think, says the church and the government and family and your teachers and school and everybody else's opinion. And we've been taught from day one, listen to everybody else, be a good person, make sure everybody likes you, be approved, otherwise you'll be outcast, you'll die alone in the forest. And the truth was, in the past, a lot of places you lived, if you were outcast from the clan, the family, the tribe, the village, you were probably going to die because survival on your own was very difficult. However, not everywhere. And life is very different now. And the breakdown in the world, whether it's Schools are changing how they're going to have to deliver their content, and students are revolting because they don't want to pay all these ridiculously high fees to these overpriced universities because there's tenured professors or books that are 40 years out of date, but they still teach it because that person's important, even though it's no longer the truth of what we know. Or they don't go to a campus and use the campus facilities. Well, this is a struggle, right? This is a new birthing paradigm. And the old paradigm, it's like, this is the way things are. This is the way we want them. This is the way we like them. Things should stay the same. It can't stay the same. You can't grow. You can't change. You can't make more money, have more love, or even have a healthier body if some kind of change doesn't happen. And then we were taught to make that change happen. That we had to go out there and make 50 sales calls before 8 a.m. and do 40,000 courses when you're 9 years old until you're stressed out of your brains, and then try to kill yourself when you go to university because your mom wanted you to be a super achiever, right? Or, I mean, it's just the stories go on and on and on of this pressure, of this overachievement vibration. My child talked when they were in the womb. That's better than your child who talked when they were 3 days old. Oh my gosh. And rushing and pushing that we're never good enough. So we don't take a break, because if you're an entrepreneur, you never make enough money, you never have enough sales, you never achieved everything you wanted to achieve, you haven't gotten all your creative projects out there, so you can't take a break, you can't take a rest, you can't have a nap, you can't go on vacation, you haven't achieved enough. And of course, then all the programming that said, you're not good enough, you don't deserve, whether it's love or happiness or peace or opportunities or just to be happy, because you haven't achieved all these things that you were told. So we've been breaking those down for years. You know, if you've been around me, we've been like breaking the patterns, breaking the molds, looking what's inside, going deeper in, because inside the breakdown, inside the problem, inside the struggle and the tension, that's where the doorway opens. And the full moon is a beautiful place for us to open that doorway. So as we break down the paradigms of what we were taught, made you a good person, what you were taught you had to do, what you were taught that was the thing that would make you good enough, and then you would finally have reached that goal, and then life would just flow. See, that's what I used to think. If I do this right and this perfect and everything is just so, and I overachieve 50,000 times more than everybody else, then I'll reach this goal and everything will be perfect from then on. And none of this is reality, okay? This is reality. Look at a sound wave. Look at a light wave. They either go like this, or like this, or like this, or like this, but there's never a flat line. Growth is break down, break through, grow. It's the hero's journey. Ordinary world, you leave your ordinary world, you're called forward by something. You meet magical people that can help guide you on your way. You face your demons. You die, you almost die in some way, mentally, emotionally, to old relationships, to the old vision of who you were, to your old desires and your goals and your intentions. Whatever it is has to die. And then you got to fight your way back from that place. You don't just get to have the breakthrough, right? You have to be like the butterfly and say, I want out of this cocoon, and nobody can help you. You've got to do that because that's an inner journey. And then you re-emerge back into your world, back into this reality, but at a new level, like a spiral going up. You're never the same. You're never the same moment to moment. Every moment you think and experience and taste and do and understand something new, and it changes your makeup. So the energy is constantly changing. And Corn Maiden represents beauty, that acceptance of your beauty, that you're full of the same kinds of golden, plump, juicy, sweet sometimes. Corn actually wasn't sweet until it was developed that way, but that you're full of potential. Those seeds represent each one of us, each living form on the planet. And Corn Maiden came to all the different tribes to become the inspiration, to show you, you need to take the seed and you need to plant it, and then you need to love it, and then you need to nurture it. And you need to trust and have faith that that seed knows what to do, that it has everything that you need inside of it. And that seed is you. You are the golden seeds that are going to plant this new earth. But we're in this mystical, magical place right now. Things are breaking down from every level, from government to family to so on. We're going from a family structure, from a tribal structure, from a structure that says you must belong, and you'll be bullied, you'll be ridiculed, you'll be outcast, whatever version of that happens now, happened before. If you don't do what we want you to do, behave the way we want you to be, dress the way we want you to dress. Anybody from the Midwest? When I was growing up, I liked white. I liked sunny clothes. I liked to wear white shoes. And if I wore shoes after September 1st or something that were white in the Midwest, you were looked at like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? White. So I like it because I have a beach where you can wear white all day long, all year. Nobody cares. I also don't care anymore. But these are these little things that made you think you don't have all the answers inside of you, but you do. And so Maiden is this angel of abundance that we're going to dance with today. And we also have our beautiful full moon goddess, Ishel. So I've got both of them here. This is my corn maiden, not my Hopi one, but this was gifted to me by our Aztec friend, Christian, who did our ceremonies in some of them in the live Bliss Life retreats, as well as in the ceremony we just did online for the Lion's Gate. And he's going to do an all new one for the equinox this month. I am so excited. You really need to come. Okay. And he gifted this to me during the jaguar ceremony that he did in the ceremonial cave or cenote on this sacred land that we were given permission to go in after hours as it was getting dark. It was intensely powerful. In fact, he's very experienced. He comes from the 5th longest living family, Aztec family, living near Teotihuacan outside Mexico City. So he's done this his whole life. His family does ceremony. His mother travels dimensions and does all kinds of healing work. And he called me down into the cave as me and all the people who were on the retreat. We were standing up above in the jungle. And he said, I'm going to really need your help during the ceremony. He goes, being here dressed in his full gear with all of the sacred jaguar warriors and everything else he had for the ceremony. Seriously, you got to come. we have it online now till we can get together. And he said, I need you to use all of your mystical powers to hold space and to make sure nobody leaves. And because when you walk between the worlds, you get an opportunity to experience other dimensions, other places that you may or may not be experienced moving in and out of. And so that's why when you do that stuff, you do it with a sacred person, you do it with a trained person, you do it with somebody who's had experience guiding through. This is one of my gifts, is to guide people onto journeys, whether it's one-on-one in private sessions where I'm with them and I can see where they're going and what they're doing, so I can be a guide specifically for them. Or like today, when I guide a theme and then I call in other guides to help us. So they presented this to me in that sacred cave at that ceremony. It overwhelmed me with emotion. And he talked about the importance of corn to their people and to all the native peoples. So you can see that their version, she's also an angel. She has wings. Which I just love. And of course, her headdress is corn and the feathers. And remember that the headdresses were just like the crowns of Egypt, Egypt and Europe, that they represent an awakened person. Somebody who has awakened their crown chakra. So you have you have chakras all the way around here. They're called coronets. That's why you'd have spikes coming out of a crown that way. And the feathers represent spirit, your higher self, the subtle realms, and that connection from your physical form to those higher realms. And so this is a crown of abundance. And when you awaken your inner eye, your third eye chakra, but your pituitary here, your pineal, and a bunch of other glands in your brain, the center of your brain, actually represent your inner eye. When they're activated and connected, this connects with the crown, and then this becomes what I call your command center. You have the inner vision, you have the connection to your higher self and to the higher realms. So that's why they wear these, and they represent that. And all the different cultures, Egypt and everyone had it. So this here is a flower as well as Venus. So this is the flower of life, so to speak, not the flower of life pattern that we're talking about, but essentially that. So she's here, and we're going to, we were gifted with this flower this morning as I was walking back to the house. And this is Ishel. Ishel is a Maya goddess, and this is her as an old lady. She's also represented as a beautiful maiden. And you can see she has the snake on her head, very similar to in Egypt. And she's pouring from a pitcher water. And here it's her hand that you often see the water coming. So she is she's the moon goddess, and she pours that illumination. She pours that light of the full moon, that feminine energy. She was a goddess of childbirth and fertility and women, and Cozumel Island, and they do this thing where they canoe across, it's quite far, from the mainland to Cozumel Island. They still do it today. Some of our ceremony leaders do that. And not today, I don't think they got to do it during the pandemic, but I mean, in current modern times. And she is going, this again is similar, that this represents an awakened eye, an awakened inner eye. When you see a snake on the forehead, that means that this eye has awakened, and you can now bring your information down from spirit, down from your higher self, through this inner brain, all these glands that are configured to bring your higher self, your source energy, your infinite creative energy from the infinite field down in. And you have to awaken your crown to do that. You have to connect to your soul star, which is your 8th chakra, the one just above that. And then when it goes through here and this awakens, and sometimes you'll feel it. I know that we do a lot of work with the third eye on my retreats, and I'll put crystal clay here, or I'll put glitter here, or I'll put different things here. Bindis, little jewels here. And, but when you feel it tingle or pull, or there's pressure right through here, this means that your pituitary is awakening and connecting to your pineal, which is further back here. And those now connect with other things. And it's almost like, boom, you turn on a movie projector and you begin to manifest in the world. And so the snake represents transformation and enlightenment by following that up in that curvy path, going with the flow, letting go of the old, shedding the old, and then projecting from wisdom instead of projecting from drama or fear. So we want to allow these two energies, the goddess energies, or any of these energies like those, they represent an energy that we can work with, that awakens energy for us, that we can call forward. So you don't have to believe in a religion. I like the history of them. I like the magic of them, but you can just tune into that energy. However this energy appears to you, that's perfect for you, as a color, as a presence, as love, as angel wings around you, as a full moon, as these goddesses, as an animal or a snake. Who knows? It doesn't matter. So today on our full moon journey, we're going to take a beautiful journey with corn maidens and with Ishel and the full moon. So remember that this is about awakening this, and that we're walking into this mystical, we're in this mystical energy of breakdown. And we don't know what the breakthrough is yet. We don't know where the breakthrough is yet. And this is where we have to reestablish our faith. And in that in-between space, where we are right now, literally living on the planet, we don't know when the pandemic's going to be over, and when can we get together again, and when is it safe to travel, and will my job go back to being in physical, or this or that, or how will things change, or who is this, or who will be the president, and on and on and on. So when we get in that space, all those programmings we talked about earlier, all those things we were told that you have to have a plan and a goal and to do this and be that and make it happen and work, it doesn't work anymore, does it? It just creates a lot of work and a lot of struggle. And one of the things I love about my private clients is they have these amazing realizations of like, oh, that's not worth it to do that anymore. I'm not pushing myself anymore. I've seen the consequence of it, and you're probably seeing it faster and faster right now, right? So love the breakdown that's happening. Don't waste a good crisis. Use this moment and understand, I don't know how it's going to unfold and how it's going to fall apart and how the door is going to open, but I know it's going to. And I'm going to follow the path, listening as deeply as I can to my inner voice. You can't tune in to your family and your parents and your sister and your brother and your daughter and your husband and your ex and your boyfriend and your teacher and your mentor and the people you watch on podcasts and whatever else. You can listen, you can communicate. But the reason that everything is going like this for a little while is because it's time to be still. And in the stillness in our lives is when we can receive. How can we receive if we're constantly trying to achieve? How can we receive when we're constantly out there making it happen? How can we receive when we don't think we're good enough and that other things have to be done or changed or more money has to be made or more weight needs to be lost or whatever the current thing that's causing drama in your life? None of this has to happen because you are the seed of potential, okay? So you're going to be the seed of potential. You are this corn. And these beautiful feminine essence guides. Now, it isn't that feminine is better than masculine. It's that one cannot dominate the other for long, enormous periods of time because you see what the result is. And it's a lot of lack of compassion, stress, disease from all the stress, and a completely out of balance lifestyle that we're living on the planet. So now we've got to let it fall and see what are the strengths, what are the beauties that come from that, and then emerge into the new world. So we're going to embrace the mystical and magical space, and I want you to do this in your life. Why not? Why not go into your day and say, well, I don't know why that's happening, and oh, that's going to be interesting, and like, this is new, but just be present to it because it's an opportunity, believe it or not. When I had my real death, near death, whatever you call it, experience in the beginning of July, many weeks. It was about 3 weeks, I would say, till I could function fairly normally, but even another month before I've really felt more like I'm very present here and I can do more in the physical reality. It's that kind of conscious journey that the shamans seek out, that vision quests seek out, that ayahuasca journeys seek out, that deep meditations seek out, that breath work seeks out, right? Is to alter your state so that you can have a conscious experience in a subtle realm, in another realm. And I'll tell you that I wish now that I had been more present to the fact that even the deepest, darkest night of death, like I said, that hero's journey, that death of something was such a gift that I can't get back to that. The level of consciousness and awareness, the level of connection to the infinite that I had then is not something I can do consciously now. I have to go into an altered state. But I was taken there, but I thought I was dying, which I was. And so all of the things came together to where you finally surrender and say, okay, it is what it is. If I die, I die. Oh, wow. Now that I've let go of that, so it is what it is. If I lose my job, I lose my job. If I leave this person or move to a new house, or I lose my house, or whatever it is, just be in a space of faith and be like, oh, because as soon as that drops away, the mystical space you're in is going to show you so much more potential, because you are the seed of potential. Okay. Woo, I'm excited. All righty. Let's see. Let me do this. So I suggest you get comfortable. So if you're not comfortable, I know most of you know me, so you're already in your comfy spot, but go ahead and get in your comfy spot, get a pillow, and close your eyes. Actually, I was going to show you a slide, and you can look at it if you would like before. So I picked this photo out to give to Donna to make this, and because it looked very mystical and magical to me, and it reminded me of the feelings that we're feeling right now. So looking at this beautiful photo might give you an opportunity to tune into this mystical space we're in. And what I would really love for you to do is to realize that you have no idea, none of us have any idea when the new earth will form in a way that we feel it. It could be months, it could be years. The new age of enlightenment is predicted for the end of this decade. So we may be in this mystical, magical place where breakdowns of old thoughts and patterns, breakdowns of old institutions are happening for a while. So we have to surrender and say, it is what it is. Let it go. And we might be in this place because we're in a metamorphosis. And a metamorphosis requires letting go. And letting go requires acceptance. And acceptance brings you into harmony. And you begin to transcend. You begin to transcend and feel. Relief. You begin to let go. And feel lighter. You begin to let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose. Feel it wash over your pituitary, pineal, your brain, your third eye, and up into your crown, and just move around in your crown, clearing and opening. And let that breath go. With a sigh, releasing it down, allowing it to wash away all that no longer serves you. And take another slow, deep breath in. And now feel it going out of your crown and shining like light rays up, up, up. And lighting up your higher self. You surround your higher self with your breath, and as you let it go, you both melt down, merging into your crown and into your command center. Good. Now relax deeper into the moment. If you feel a pain, a stiffness, a discomfort in your body, move it. Move very fluidly. Feel that you've just connected and begun to weave energy, open, loving energy of light between your inner eye and your crown and your higher self, your soul star. This connection flows smoothly, gently, creating an infinity weave of light, gently and gradually bringing more and more into your crown and down into your inner eye. Now breathe in one more time and breathe in this mystical full moon, the silver glow, the luminous reflection in the waters of the sea of abundance. And that glowing, luminous color coming up into your cells and through each of your chakras and out through your body and light body. Release the breath whenever you're ready. With a deep sigh and allowing this luminous light to release, to wash away, to purify your mind, body, emotions, relationships, your finances, career, family, your fears, your hopes, your dreams, your struggles and attachments, and your flowing beauty and life force. Good. Now, relaxing deeper and deeper, you feel this luminous light pouring from Michelle's vase of abundance. She's pouring it, and her love the love of the divine feminine, the sacred, luminous, creative energies of the mysteries, of the subtle energies, of the infinite potential. Receive it. Receive it now by declaring in your heart, I am ready. I am willing. You feel this readiness and willingness move out like a secret passcode, shifting the energies in your cells, in your energy centers, in your brain. And now release all that no longer serves you. You're ready and willing. I trust and accept that I am light. And you feel this illumination moving deep into the darkest parts, the fears, the blocks, in the belly and the heart, the shields and the masks on the face and the eyes, the gags, the ropes, the ties, the binds, the nooses, the shackles. Relax, drink deeply of this light. Allow the luminous silver goddess ray to nurture and nourish you, to run through your veins, your lungs, your blood. You feel the heartbeat of the Divine Mother. You feel the rocking of Gaia. Beautiful, soothing, loving embrace of the galactic goddess. Unconditional love. Drink it in and digest. Accelerated healing, releasing, freeing. Now, I release now. I release now. I reveal. You feel a gentle knocking like a gentle, loving tapping between your eyebrows. It matches the rhythm of this loving, divine, sacred, feminine heartbeat. And the rhythm slows down. Your heart, your mind, your throat, your third eye, your crown, your soul star, all begin to pulse in sync, 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 sync. You feel as if a sacred dance, a rhythm from long ago, pulsing in your heart chakra, your throat. It's moving in a different rhythm. It's moving in alignment with your soul. It feels ancient and familiar. You feel this rhythm and your light, your soul, your heart begin to dance slowly, moving. You feel a flowing rhythm. A presence appears behind you, glowing. A golden sunshine glow. Enormous wings like a bluebird. You feel the glow pulsing in rhythm. Corn maiden, her heart beating, connecting. Right behind you in your time-space continuum. She stands heart to heart, pulsing this life force, these codes of remembrance to open, open, open to the truth. You are the seed of potential. A golden pollen, light, energy flows all around you like a snow globe. Corn silk, corn pollen, gold, buttery, rich, beautiful, delicious. You feel your senses awakening, this wand of potential from your heart through your throat, your third eye, your crown, your soul star and higher self, and your stellar gateway, your soul blueprint. You feel it. It's a scepter of gold and life force and light. These centers flowing, connecting, beating with the rhythm. You sense and feel our native ancestors, Hopi, Maya, Aztec, Navajo, Jemez, Tao, Mexica, more and more gather around you, corn maiden glowing like the sun, rays of golden light blending with your silver goddess illumination. Declare in your heart, I am that I am. Ea Esher Ea. You feel and sense and see this golden kernel, like a cosmic golden light corn kernel. It is within you. It is you. The dance is pulsing. Gaia is beating. The feet of all of our ancestors dancing gratitude into the earth. You feel the pulse within you. I am open and receptive to that which is optimal for me at this time, to know, to become, to release, to reveal, to remember. I am flow. I am infinite. Decide now. I'm ready. I'm willing. I am. I am. I am the seed of potential. Stillness all around you as this golden pollen, this light of the central sun beaming through Corn Maiden, warms your secret seed of your soul's potential. Relax deeper into this seed, the secret chamber of your soul, now illuminated by the divine sacred feminine silver ray pouring from Ishel and the full moon, your guardian. Go within, See your potential. Retrieve, trust, accept, let go, transcend all doubt and fear, and come into harmony with your truth. Enjoy your journey with Corn Maiden until I bring you back. Today is the time to embrace this mystical cocoon that you're in. that the earth is in, that we are all in. Allow Corn Maiden and Ishel to now illuminate for you your headdress, your connection to your higher self, and a special message to help you understand you are a seed that was planted here right now on purpose. You are needed, wanted, loved. You are brilliant, talented. You are infinite. And who you are is sacred. Accept who you are. Look deeper to find who you are, not who you were told you are, not who you think you can be, not what anything or anyone outside of you dictates. Only you can unlock your full potential. Only you can nurture it, protect it, love it, grow it, respect it, honor it. Know that its sacred mission is important. You are the guardian of your soul's seed of potential. You're vital. As you receive your guidance and gift and message for this beautiful moment, acknowledge the scepter of light that now flows between your heart and your stellar gateway. Now feel this golden abundance all around you. This essence, pollen and flow and glowing. This life force. And breathe it in to your skin, to your lungs, deep into your muscles, down to your DNA and your cells. And feel it moving through your body with a new energy of life. Lighter and lighter, you sense that rhythm and dance with all of the ancestors, the abundance of Corn Maiden, the flow of Ishel and the moon, You feel these energies pouring to and through you, pulsing in your mind, emotions, in your room, pulsing out through your life. Take a deep breath. Breathe yourself into your body. Put your hands on your belly, your solar plexus. Rub this golden light, your seed of potential. Drop back in to this moment, feeling the rhythm, the flow, the light pulsing around you, still with you. Your feminine instincts and senses and creative wisdom is here. It's with you all the time. You're the center, the command center of this seed of potential and light all around you. Your creative essence, your creative chamber, your creative palette is here. You begin to slowly move your body. Move your fingers like painting through this field. I am the creator. I create. I am here to create. I create and uncreate. I create and recreate. I create and grow. I play. I dance. And now allow your hands to move over your body and your heart. Feel yourself and hug like this divine, loving, sacred feminine, Gaia, Corn Maiden, Ishel, all our ancestors, Mitakwase, in Lakech Alakin, we are one. Feel this hug, this group hug, moving through all layers of your being, your life, into your other lives, your parallel lives, and out through your soul, out through all dimensions and all timelines. Feel it moving, pulsing, connecting more and more. And now together, we send this message, this golden, silver, balanced light, this awakened potential, this self-realization. I am the seed of potential planted here with a purpose, and my purpose is awakening now to be a part of creating the new golden age. I accept and release and free myself from all the past pain programs and patterns that say I am not enough. Feel this message combined with this group hug like pulses of beautiful energies moving out in spheres, going to all places, dark, dim, disconnected, fear and guilt and blame, moving to all energies of grief and regret, moving through all energies of depression, disappointment, craving, fear, anger, hatred, revenge, retribution. The golden light of power is now unleashed, and for the next 3 days of this full moon energy, you will be a beacon of light, helping to relay this divine revelation, illumination, acceptance, realization. Go ahead and stretch and move your hands out and up. Gather this golden light and bring it into your heart. Receive it and say, I am that I am. I am ready and willing to be that I am. I'm open and receptive to act, accept, live, think, and choose from that divine seed of my soul's potential. I accept to hear and see, to dream and receive. I accept the synchronicities, the messages, the guidance, the magic, the mystical. I'm ready, open, and willing. Feel the pulse from your ancestors, Corn Maiden, Ishal, and your own higher self, Body Elemental. I am presence. Allow this energy to sink deep, deep within you. Feel it. Breathe it. Take as much time as you can to allow yourself to be in this space. And then write and journal. Journey. Remember, come back for at least 3 days. Repeat this or lay down and go back. Take your messages that you received. I am so honored. We're all in the same ear of corn, golden corn, seeds of golden potential. How beautiful is that? Thank you so much. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Please share this, and I hope to see you. I'm going to be doing one live, hopefully every week now. And in a few weeks, we've got a new series about soul purpose awakening. So I'm excited about that. If you know anyone you think is awesome, let me know. And in the meantime, let me know if there's any way I can help you. If there's a topic I can make a show about, if there's anything you want to work with me personally, if there's a course that you'd like me to create, or perhaps if there's a story you'd love to share. I love it when you share with me what you experience. Thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful and blessed day. So, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And send some gratitude to our beautiful Corn Maiden. Oops.
Nan? Nan, can you hear me? It's Mark.